Welcome, dear traders. Following a collapse in the crypto market in the first two quarters of the year, as well in the light of the stronger dollar, digital currencies managed to outperform both US government bonds and the main US stock indexes, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq in the third quarter. Continue watching this review to find out how that happened. We will also inform you of all the latest crypto news for the previous week. Digital money is now under mixed pressure. In the face of high recession risks, demand for risk assets is decreasing, limiting cryptocurrencies' growth potential. At the same time, the crypto market is still stable as investors choose to partially put their money in virtual currencies, fearing stubborn inflation in the United States. Thus, amid a steep fall in the pound and the euro against the US dollar, the crypto market saw a surge in the purchases of digital assets with these currencies. At the same time, aggressive measures taken by world central banks, including the Fed Reserve, are now weighing on all currencies. In this light, the greenback is partially losing its profits to cryptocurrencies. A week earlier, Bitcoin tumbled by 6.2% versus the US dollar. The flagship cryptocurrency fell to the level of $19,089 from the $20,375 high. As the chart shows, the coin keeps hovering around the psychological level of $20,000. Although digital gold is now on the rise, the general trade remains bearish. Perhaps the token will trade more actively today following the release of the US inflation report. At the same time, its results are unlikely to somehow influence the decision of the US central bank on interest rates. However, they may cause turbulence in exchanges. Above all else, crypto experts note that the BTC market is now witnessing quite a rare phenomenon. Bitcoin whales began actively gaining positions. As sentiment data shows, addresses holding between 100 to 10,000 BTC have accumulated over $929 million. Bitcoin has been in a consolidation phase for about 4 months now. Thus, we may assume that the flagship cryptocurrency has found solid support or hit the swing low. Generally speaking, the coin is likely to stay in the consolidation phase for quite a long time, at least until the end of October or even November. Ether was also bearish in the previous week. Demand for the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization surged following the shift to the proof-of-stake mechanism. Ether even managed to briefly surpass Bitcoin. However, it has been about a month since the merge took place on September 15th, and the crypto community's interest in the network began to flag. In the past 7 days, Ethereum lost 5%. The quote dropped to $1,275 from $1,378, recorded last Wednesday, and then started to grow in the green price corridor again. By the close on October 12th, Ether reached the level of 1,294. Ripple is the best performer of the previous week among the top 10 largest cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. The coin has been enjoying increased demand lately, which is seen as the reason behind its higher price. Meanwhile, Cardano showed the worst performance in the past week, losing 10.5% in value. Overall, the top 10 largest cryptocurrencies by market capitalization traded mixed in the past 7 days, with rather insignificant intraday changes. A lot of momentous events happened in the world of cryptocurrencies in the past week. We offer you an insight into some of the most interesting ones. So, the sushi token attracted attention last week. It gained 27% following the news that Giant Golden Tree, a big asset management firm, invested over $5 million in a sushi swap, as well as about the hiring of a new head chief of the decentralized exchange. Meanwhile, tech giant Google announced it would start letting customers pay for cloud services with the cryptocurrencies early in 2023. Google will facilitate this update through a partnership with Coinbase. As for Coinbase, it was granted a license to operate in Singapore, which will let it offer crypto products and services in the region. The Bank of New York Mellon, one of the oldest US banks, will now offer its clients to deposit their cryptocurrency holdings. The bank announced plans for crypto custody services for the first time in February 2021. At the same time, the European Union announced the eighth package of sanctions against Russia, tightening the existing prohibitions on crypto assets and banning the provision of crypto wallets to Russian residents. Meanwhile, Russia's chairman of the State Duma Committee on Financial Markets proposed to introduce punitive measures for making crypto payments within the country. The Portuguese government announced a whopping 28% tax on all earnings generated from crypto held for less than a year. According to Nomics, an analytical think tank, more than 12,100 tokens have become zombies this year. These are tokens that have not traded for at least months. Now let's discuss a trend for laser eyes profile pictures on social media. This trend became popular among crypto enthusiasts during the bull market in 2021. Updating avatars to include lasers for eyes signifies you are bullish on crypto. And the other day, trader Peter Brandt posted a provocative tweet. He asked Bitcoiners who use laser eyes crypto memes how many people who sported the laser eyes on 2021 would have believed that every BTC purchase the entire year would persistently be a losing trade. The trader added that even he could not have predicted that crypto would be trading below $20,000. And Brandt's tweet provoked a flurry of indignation from other users. Alex Gladstein, the chief strategy officer of the Human Rights Foundation, reminded Brandt that the idea was simply to put them on for the journey to $100,000. Meanwhile, Michael Saylor, the former CEO at MicroStrategy, explained why Bitcoiners are still committed to the laser eyes. Laser eyes signify a long-term commitment to Bitcoin based on its ethical, technical, and economic superiority to alternative assets. Over the past year, all major asset classes have posted losses, which is why it's important not to trade but to hold Bitcoins for a long time, sailors pinpointed. So, despite the enthusiastic crypto community and the modest increase in digital assets, the crypto market may still face difficult times. If prices keep growing and the central bank rates continue to rise, both the stock and the crypto markets risk in entering a significant correction. Anyway, let's hope for a positive outcome. Let's hope that a rate hike cycle initiated by the Fed will be able to tame inflation and bring back risk sentiment to the market. Have a nice trading week and see you in our next video.